Okay, so I've gotten a lot of questions about whether or not the 3DS is worth it and like what my rating is and stuff. Um you guys can watch my review on the actual 3DS and stuff. I'll have a review up of that and stuff. This review, however, is going to be on Nintendogs, specifically the Golden Retriever and cats and new. It's not even Golden Retriever and friends anymore. It's Golden Retriever and new friends plus cats. Whatever. So, in this game, you get to your little puppy. You get to play with him. Sweet, sweet, sweet lupine friendship going on there. You know, lupine human. You know, it's glorious. Some qualms about the game though. It's so hard to make money on this game. And if you've played the Nintendogs games in the past and stuff, I think like the most expensive dogs were pretty much like $550 if I'm remembering correctly, maybe somewhere up like 600 and stuff. The dogs on this game are like up in the thousands and stuff. The most expensive that I've seen thus far is $1,580. Add that to the fact that it's extremely hard to get money in this game. Um, Dogs cannot find nearly as many gifts, in my opinion. I don't think you really do. Um, some of the gifts you can't find, like that stupid Stardust. I don't know what that does. Um, Apparently it's a recyclable material. I haven't figured out what it's supposed to do. I have like 9 of them. They're supposed to be this uber rare item and stuff. I have like 9 of them. And I don't know what they do. Apparently, I think that you're supposed to probably like find some other items, and maybe it's like gonna unlock at the recycling store. Like they'll tell you, you know, like, oh, you know, you have all these items. Guess what? I'll make you this, you know, secret item, and it's gonna be this, but you need the other. Anyway, so yeah, I found a lot of that, and it's driving me nuts because it looks like it would be awesome and precious and stuff, and you cannot sell it. So it really sucks. There's a lot of items that you get in this game that you can't sell, which is a lot of my problem. Um, like you'll find plastic bottles and stuff, and leather like keychain thingies or whatever. You find a lot of that stuff, and like you go to the recycling store and you can actually use that to make other items. And then what I've done is like try to get a bunch of those raw materials, make the items, and then sell them. But still, that's not really a quick way of getting money. And you can only another way of getting money in the other games is like entering competitions. Well, each dog can only enter um, each competition twice per day. And I don't remember if in the other games, I know like there was a limit of 3 times per day. I don't remember if that was per dog or if that's just like overall. Because it's been a while since I played the other Nintendogs game. I can get back to you guys on that if you don't know. But yeah, it makes it really difficult, especially like when you're first starting out. I forgot how hard it is to start on these Nintendo games or these Nintendog games because like I don't know, for me I'm a completist when it comes to video games, meaning I want complete data. I want to have absolutely every item. I want to have absolutely completed every side quest, you know, and all that other stuff. um like I'm not satisfied until I do that. So for me, I want to try to have at least one of each item, so that means I'm not really selling a whole lot. And plus, like at this point in the game, I don't know exactly what's rare and what's not anymore, or like as of right now and stuff. I'll find that out later on when I play more of the game and stuff. Like, oh, you know, it's no big deal that I have this. I can sell it. I'll get it later. You know, whatever. But at this point, yeah, there's not been a whole lot that I can sell because it's like, oh well, I want to keep this, you know, because I don't know when the chance is going to come up again where I'm gonna be able to get this. So I haven't been able to sell a whole lot. Like I said, it's been extremely hard to get money. Finally, I'm getting around to it and stuff. A good asset actually to getting more money is actually to buy another dog. Do not waste your money, like unless you're like a huge cat fan and stuff. Do not waste your money on the cats. Cats, at least the short-haired ones, around $880 on this game. They do not give you money back at all, and like cats are really expensive to take care of, kind of, because like in order to have them happy, like some of their toys and stuff and like some of the accessories that you get for them are really expensive. Like, and you can't do anything with them. They sit in your house. They're really hard to please. So you don't get the trainer points or owner points, I think they're called in this one. You don't get them for that and stuff. I'm like, I don't know, they're okay, but I'm like, I'm not really a cat person and stuff. I just kind of wanted to see what it was like. I've got a black cat with blue eyes right now. Her name is Mistress. Yeah, laugh at it if you want. I don't know. I thought it was a cool name. Um, And I've got a Maltese that looks, I think you guys saw my my initial unboxing of the game. You saw I had my Maltese named Lucky. He looks so much like my dog when my dog was alive. It's freaky. And I'm still really like missing my dog and stuff, even though he's been dead for a little while and stuff. But kind of had a little bit of a breakdown last night because he did remind me so much of Lucky. But I digress. And I have a Shiba Inu that's named Yena, and she's a little rascal. She's really cool. Oh, which brings me to another point. With these games, you can I should probably turn it on and actually show you. I'm talking about so much about it. So, on these games, you can, if you go to pick your dog and stuff and pick your cat, a lot of the options are like surprise me. Like they'll give you an option between like different colors and stuff, and like for the pugs there's like a fawn and like golden fawn or something like that and stuff. Or you can click surprise me and you'll get some options that aren't in like any of those specific categories. I don't think anyway. So yeah, here's my my doggies and my kitty and stuff. The little white one is Lucky. The little Shiba is Yena. If I can get her over here, Yena. Yena. There we go. Good job. So that's my little Yena. She's really cute. I'll turn off 3D so it's not messing with you guys. So that's Yena. Really cute. You can swivel around them and stuff with the directional pad. She's a very playful little thing. And then I've got Mistress, who is just kind of off on her own and like whatever and stuff. Cats do not get you money. You cannot take them for walks. You cannot put them into competitions. They do nothing. Apparently, they're supposed to bring you presents every now and then. You show me when that happens. I don't know whether you have to like make their happiness like as high as possible for that day or whatever. But my cat has yet to make me any money. So it was like a complete waste. And I don't like cats very much. So. I mean, I like animals and stuff, but cats, I mean, I'm like such a dog person, that's not even funny. So, anyway, once you get the game rolling, once you start teaching your pet some more tricks and stuff, once you teach them how to run and get the frisbee as fast as they can and then actually bring it back instead of laying down and chewing on it for 5 minutes, you know, while you're trying to scream at them to come back to you and stuff. After you've kind of gotten all that set around, it'll be easier for you guys to get the money and stuff because you'll be able to go into competitions. You'll be able to, you know, go into the next level competitions, and you'll be able to get more prize money and stuff with each competition. So that really helped. There's a pedometer feature on here, which is pretty cool. You can actually take your dogs for walks based on, like, you close the system and you go, like, actually for a walk, like, in real life and stuff, and then you open it up and, like, based on your steps, it'll give you like treats or something, or it'll give you balloons or a leather shoe and stuff like this. So to be honest, you guys, if you want a way to kind of get a quick little bit of money, if you have a lot of patience, go for walks and stuff. Or you could shake the DS, I suppose. You could shake it a little bit and kind of cheat and stuff and try to get some of those treats. Try to sell those treats to the recycling store. Maybe you'll get some money for that and stuff. My suggestion, yes, I've done this, I'm sorry, I'm naughty, but shake it just a few times. Try not to go over 100, because then it'll give you these treats that you can sell for like $1 a pop. So that'll give you like maybe like $5 at a time and stuff. Like if you keep doing that for a while, you can get some money and stuff. If you go over 100, they'll give you like a different kind of treat, which would be like, it's gonna be like better for your, not necessarily better for your dog, but your dog's gonna like the treats better, like the more steps that you take and stuff. But if you're looking for money, those treats still only sell for like $1. Sometimes you'll get ones that sell for $2, but honestly, it's better to just go below 100 and stuff, like maybe 90 steps, you know, and stuff. Try to get those the cheaper treats, but they still sell for $1. That's kind of a good way to make money. Figure out in your game where the certain recyclable items appear. So like if you need like a lot more rubber or something like that, like figure out where that is, and then try to like get as much rubber as you can and like turn those into items and sell the items. That's my suggestion for another way to get money. And then of course competitions. Enter in competitions as much as you possibly can. Train your dogs a lot. They tend to forget, even if you like train them with a frisbee and you think they've got it down pretty well, and, you know, like they're bringing it back to you and stuff. Train them right before you go, like kind of run that through their heads again before you go into competition, because they might have forgotten. And